before we start printing, I'm going to go over some stuff that we need to do, and maybe stuff that maybe I miss when explaining. Is a flash dryer here. This will pretty much heat up and dry your plastisol ink, and that's what we'll be using. We'll be using plastisol inks, and you probably need a temperature gun so you can shoot and know that if the plastisol is actually curing and if it's at the right temperature and it hits the right cure temperature. What else do we need is so before we get to printing, I'm gonna go over some stuff. We have our temperature gun, our flash dryer, and we have our screen, which is not filled with ink yet, but it will be. And the inks that we're going to be using is plastisol ink. And the way plastisol works is really kind of like a oil-based paint, and it doesn't really dry until it's cured. So with the flash dryer, it cures the ink by putting it on a different temperature or heating it up to a certain cure temperature that the ink has. And that's why you have the heat gun. So you would put the flash dryer on top, shoot this at the ink, and make sure that it's reaching its temperature, and that's how you know that the ink is cure. And there's no problems with the ink like blowing out when you wash it or cracking or stretching, and just make sure that the ink is truly fully cured. If you don't have a flash dryer, I suggest, and most starter kits will come with a heat gun, and you can buy a heat gun at any repair store or Home Depot. And what you would do is you'll take your heat gun and you would just blow dry the ink, but you have to be careful that you're not burning the shirt. So that's why you want to get a temp gun, and then with the heat gun you just use the heat gun and just keep going back and forth, make sure it reaches the temperature, the cure temperature, and then you just hold your heat gun and make sure that it's getting there. And that's what I wanted to cover for.